morning, one and all. So, who won the bet then? If you watched our last vlog, you'll remember that I ended it saying that we were going to try for extra magic hours today, and for you all to place your bets. So who's won? Who thinks they've won? Have we got there? Well, you know us. So it's now 5 to 9.
I got up at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, you didn't get up at 5. You got up at 5 o'clock, then 6 o'clock, then 7 o'clock, and then spent hours just watching television and messing around. And no, so it is now 5 to 9. Extra magic is 8:30 to 9:30, and we're just leaving Village Nature. So I think the chances are we will probably maybe make it for 5 minutes of extra magic hours. So theoretically we might actually be in the park for extra magic, but one day we will do it. One day you'll be so shocked.
There's a bus.
Yep, one day you'll put the vlog on and you'll go, oh my god, they made it for extra magic. Anyway, today we've got Pym Kitchen booked. Yeah, we could pretend, but we're not going to, because we just are what we are.
It's 4:05 in the morning at the moment.
Yeah, no it's not. We've got Pym Kitchen booked today. That's at 4:30, and we had booked the Infinity Area fireworks, but the park doesn't shut until 11, and so fireworks will be after that, and Gary's not sure that he'll make it that long. It's a bit late, it's a bit knackered. So we've seen the fireworks. Oh, it's gone a bit dark. We've seen the fireworks so many times, and you know, if it's all right, Gary's just whittering as he drives. We've seen the fireworks lots of times, and we know it's now the Dreams. Oh gosh, this is terrible. That's it. We know it's the Dreams now, not the illuminations, but we have seen that in the past. So we think we're going to give the fireworks a miss. We think we're going to cancel that. We're going to reassess once we get into the park, but we think we're going to cancel that and just take our chances. I mean, we cancelled it last time we came when it was illuminations, or no, it was the Disney Dreams of Christmas, wasn't it, when we came at Christmas time. We ended up cancelling the Infinity Area, but we did actually watch it in the end, and we watched it from Discoveryland, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I think we're going to cancel it, give somebody else a chance to have that slot if they want it, and see where we go from there. Anyway, we'll let you know if we get in for extra magic minute or not. Quite surprised actually, you haven't had Gary moan yet. Not properly moan, because all he's done is moan about. Our car park is at the very, very last one, and every few hundred yards there are speed bumps, and Gary's pet hate is a speed bump, and all he has done so far, every time we've driven in and out, is moan about the speed bump. But not just once, but every speed bump.
Well, they ruin your car.
Every speed bump, and I keep saying to him, if you do it again, I will go mad. Please don't.
They're killing the planet as well, because I have to keep stopping and then accelerate again, so I'm actually using twice as much fuel, having to negotiate them. So there you go. Speed bumps killed the planet.
There you go. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye for now, and we'll catch up with you again when we're in the park. So you'd be pleased to know that not only has Gary moaned about the speed bumps at the Village Nature, he's now moaned about the speed bumps coming into the Disney car park.
The what?
The speed bumps, the little humps. So the theme for this holiday is Gary moaning about speed bumps. Anyway, it is now just gone 9:15. Extra magic finishes at 9:30. So I think by the time we get through security and everything, it looks like it's quite busy today. Car park's a lot fuller today. I don't think we're going to make it somehow. I think we might get extra magic minute. But Gary's also thrown into the equation now that he wants to stop for a coffee. Gary comes all this way to a theme park, and his first ride's always a coffee. You want to go to the Starbucks, don't you, at the station?
If it's not busy.
Yeah.
If it's busy, I'll leave it.
Because we've found that in Disney itself, Gary now drinks like almond milk or alternative milks. But we found that in Disney itself, they don't do any kind of alternative milk. So they don't do almond or coconut or soy, anything like that. So that's why he's sort of craving a Starbucks latte, so he can have his alternative milk. It's really, really hot already. And I'm regretting, huh? Yeah, that's me, yeah. Stomach's rumbling. I'm regretting not wearing something cooler. Sounds like me snoring at night. Oh, you want to hear yourself. Right. So we've got our Starbies from the station one, which was always, they're very fast in there, aren't they?
Yeah.
There was a queue, but they got through it really quickly. We're now through security and we're just walking in, and you have to go in, round to the right as opposed to the left now. But yeah, so we're going to go and sit somewhere and drink this and then work out the plan of action for today. It is such a pretty castle, this one. It never fails to impress. Look at that beautiful blue sky and the castle. I think almost as pretty as me, yeah. Not quite as pretty as you.
No, but no, why that? That's what I meant.
Good morning, Bellino. So we're going to go for a little walk through the castle. We haven't done that yet this time. Just stopped off to have a quick look in the bake shop because it's now been taken over by the franchise Kiri. So they've got like carrot cakes and muffins and things in there now. Slightly different from what we had when we came last time, but they all look very nice. Going to go for a wander upstairs in the castle. Been up here for a while. So first ride of the day, Dumbo, in extreme heat. We were saying last time we were on Dumbos, we were absolutely shivering. It was so cold, but this is going to be a nice breeze, I think, this time. Are you doing the lever? Are you doing the lever? Going up.
This is your job.
Yeah, talking of we, Gary made a friend in the toilet.
Oh yeah.
Met a guy who thought he was Australian.
And he comes from Yorkshire as well, so
yeah, and spent a lot of time in Essex, so...
Yeah. I said, Australia? I said, no mate. It's that idea.
G'day.
You know, we nearly went to use the same hand drop, so I went, bugger. So what, mate, I'll use that one. No worries. When I die, roll from it.
Sound like you're on blind date. All aboard Little Thunder Mountain. Yeehaw! Oh, that's bumpy. Nice breeze. Guess where we are now? We're in London. We are now on the train, going for a nice gentle ride around the park, trying to get out of the heat for a while. Ça peut me une
fabuleux par l'Est américain, où les torrents serpents dans toute liberté et où la fortune
Pour votre sécurité, veuillez rester assis avec vos mains, bras et tête à l'intérieur du véhicule. Merci. Dear guests, welcome aboard Washington. For your safety, please remain seated with your hands, head, and arms inside the vehicle. Thank you.
arrivons à Franck. Bonjour et bienvenue aux nouveaux passagers. Pendant le trajet, veuillez rester assis, le café brasément à l'intérieur. Et s'il vous plaît, veuillez le parfumer. Merci. For your safety, please stay seated. You can hold the hands.
So we have just been on the train, and there's a little bit that peeps through to the Pirates of the Caribbean, and obviously that's closed at the moment for refurb. And I said to Gary, I wonder if they've blocked the holes up so you couldn't see, or whether you'd be able to see in. I put some footage in. I took some, I couldn't really see because it was going too fast, but all I could see was Captain Jack was somewhat covered up.
Yeah, he had a big black sheet over him.
Yeah.
Barbosa was missing, I think, completely.
Yeah.
And all the water was out.
Yeah, so if I've got the footage, if it was any good, I'll pop it in. And we've also tried to, once again, go onto the online booking system. And now we've used yesterday's park day. I just said to Gary, because the parks are open so late, we don't have a day booked for tomorrow, because obviously you can only book 3 up in advance, and we weren't going to bother tomorrow. But because the parks are open till 11 o'clock at night, I said to him, we're going to have some time at Village Nature, perhaps having a swim tomorrow, maybe popping up to Val d'Europe, Alshan, that sort of thing. But I said to him, because they're open till late, we could come in for the evening if we had the booking. So I went online to do it, and it wouldn't work. So I had to go over to guest services at City Hall. Gosh, why are you walking so fast? So I had to go over to City Hall, and there was a queue, and I thought, that's not too bad. I went to join it and realised it was taped off, and there's a queue to join the queue. So I managed to, you know, get hold of one of the cast members and just say to her, this is the situation, and she said, oh, let me try. And she looked at the website and she was pressing my phone and said, no, you're right, it's not working, you'll have to join the queue. We can certainly help you, but you'll have to join the queue. So I said to her, oh, I think I'll leave it for now, because it was so big. And she said it's a lot of people are queuing up now for their tax refund forms and also for priority passes and such like. So she suggested we went to guest services at the studios, because she said it's usually a smaller wait. We've got Pym's Kitchen booked, so we're going to go over here now anyway, and just see what happens from there, really. See how big the queue is here, see if we can get something sorted. So we are now sitting in direct sunlight on Aladdin's carpets, waiting to take off.
Please pull down your lap bar.
Just been
For
to
your
try
own
and
safety,
sort out
remain seated with your hands, arms,
park
feet
ticket
and
for
legs
tomorrow,
inside the carpet.
reservation,
And please watch your
and
children.
annual pass, but we'll talk to you about all that in a minute when we've done this ride. Not very happy bunnies, so we'll talk to you about it in a minute. Spider-Man! We're just going to go and help him get some spider bots. we've got the camera on a little tripod and it's a bit unstable, so if we suddenly disappear and you see the sky, you know why. So, right, so we wanted to tell you about our experience at guest services. So, the app was down, it wouldn't work for us to try and reserve another day at the park. So we ended up going to guest services at City Hall. The queue was so big and she suggested we came over to Studios because it was less there. So we came to Studios and they were really good and we had to queue up there, but the queue wasn't as big. And she said, yeah, that's fine, we can sort this out for you. Yeah, the app's been playing up, or the website rather. So we then spoke to her about, well, we spoke to two people, a man, well, three actually, the lady on the door, and then a gentleman and a lady inside, cast members, all really lovely, really helpful. And we said to them, do they know when the new annual pass situation is happening? And they said, no. Everybody asks us all the time, we wish we knew. They're keeping us completely in the dark, we know nothing. And they get asked, she said, literally hundreds of times a day, people are asking them. And we said our passes run out in August, so presumably we'll be able to renew them online, because you can renew, if you've got a current annual pass, you can renew. And she said, no, you can't renew online. Excuse me. So we said, can we renew online? And she said, no, you can't renew online anymore. You have to physically come here to the park to renew them. So I said, well, we're not planning to come back again now before our pass runs out. So she said, right, let me just go and talk to somebody. And then she called this man over, who then spoke to us. He then went off to speak to somebody else, and he came back and he said, you can renew 2 months in advance. But we are 2 days and 2 months before we go home. So when we go home, it'll be 2 days and 2 months early from when our pass runs out. So he said, unfortunately, you can't renew it now. Because normally you can renew in advance for 2 months. But yours is 2 months and 2 days. So we said, but will they waiver it for the 2 days? Can we not just renew it now for the 2 days? And he said, no, I'm afraid not. So I said, what do we do then? He said, if you can't come back here, then that's it. Your pass is lost. You can't have a new one until they decide to bring out, I hope this music's not too loud for you, but until they decide to bring out the new passes. And we don't know when they are, what they're going to do, what's happening with them. We've heard nothing. There is no word whatsoever about when any of it's going to happen. And we said, we've been annual pass holders for years now, and you know, we're considering that we want to renew it again, even though we were not really sure, were we, if we were going to do that. No. But we sort of decided that maybe it would be a good thing to do. So basically, because we cannot get back here now before our passes run out, that's it. We're done. We're finished. No annual passes. And I said, but you know, you're going to lose this custom for the sake of 2 days. And him and the other lady, they were so nice, weren't they? And they were saying, yeah, it's not us, it's Disney that make the rules, and there's nothing we can do. And we was chatting to them, and they said, you know, we feel that we are making guests unhappy because we've had so many people that have come to us and said, why can't we do this, why can't we do that, and the reservations and so on. And she said, we can do nothing to help them at all, and therefore it makes us feel that we're not doing our job, because our job is to make people happy. And she said, but it's Disney that are setting the rules and not us. Yes, so she said, we feel that we aren't making guests happy, and we said, we feel really sorry for like the cast members as well with the striking. And we said to her that, you know, with the strikes, and we fully support why they're striking and what they're doing, and we fully support it because it's the cast members that help make the magic, or make the magic, to be honest. And every cast member we've come across has been so good and so helpful, haven't they? You know, and you just feel that they are being kind of done over by Disney, really.
Yeah, they are, aren't they, really? I mean,
and when
they've not exactly lost any money, have they? They've made fortunes.
Yeah.
So.
And when we said to her, you know, we really support your cause, we understand why you've been striking, and we understand what your, you know, issues are and everything, and it's the cast members that make the magic. She actually got really choked up, didn't she?
Yeah.
She got really choked up, and she said, thank you so much, it's so lovely to hear that, and we feel that our hands are tied and we can't make people happy, we can't provide the magic anymore because Disney aren't allowing us to. And she said it is so sad for us as well. It's sad for us not to be able to do what we want to do, and it's sad for you because you're not getting the full magic you deserve. And she really was quite emotional, and I felt, I was sort of tearing up because I just thought it's so sad. These people give their heart and soul to this place, and I think all of us out there who love Disney, we kind of give our heart and soul as well. I just don't know what they're doing. I think Walt would be turning in his grave, wouldn't he, now? I think it's really sad.
I just think the whole thing now, I mean, not just Disney, probably loads of companies now, it's just bordering on, all companies are just run by accountants, but Disney are bordering on profiteering now, and they're sort of just looking at every possible way they can to pour more money in and take more things away. So, you know, they're basically, they don't seem to have any regard for their staff and not much regard to their customers either.
No.
So
it's just really sad.
Quite sad state of affairs.
Because the people who support Disney, like us, like yourselves, you know, we're loyal fans, and you know, we're doing our bit, so to speak. And the cast members are absolutely fantastic and are obviously working under difficult conditions for them, and they are still trying to provide the magic for people. And she said, you know, nobody wants to strike, nobody wants to upset anybody, but you know, they've got to live, haven't they? So, and it seems like everybody is having issues. I just don't know what to say, really. I just feel bitterly disappointed, and the fact is now we will not have annual passes for the first time in a long time, unless we can come back before August, which we can't. So, you know, very sad for the sake of 2 days. 2 days.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But there you go. But they said we can't do it because it's overridden. The system is overridden, and they can't do anything to change it.
It was up to them. It was up to anybody with half an ounce of common sense. I think, well, these are long-term.
Oh, she tried really.
Annual pass holders, and they just override it and let it go. But because it's all blocked by the powers that be. But you know, once again, it's just a handful of people sitting at the top, you know, creaming the profits, while everybody pays the price for it.
But she and the gentleman there both tried, didn't they, to see what they could do for us, and they said no, we've been overridden every time. So that's it for us, folks. This is probably going to be our last trip for a very long time now then, because until they start producing annual passes again, we probably won't come back. So and because we can't renew it, that's it. So that's a wrap, as they say. So best we enjoy these last 2 days. However, she was really good and got us booked in for tomorrow. Yeah. Because the website had gone down. So what our plan tomorrow was just to have a day not in the parks and to spend some time at Village Nature, to go for a nice swim, to go up to Val d'Europe, do a bit of shopping. But I said to Gary, because the parks are open till 10 o'clock studios, 11 o'clock main park, we could, if we could get the park day, we could do the swim and the shopping, and then we can come in and spend the whole evening here. So at least we've got that. But yeah, so best we make the most of it. We were going to go and do some, but it's down at the moment, so we're waiting. But we did just meet Falcon. We just stopped to try and find some shade to sit down and have a last of our water. And Falcon just sort of came out as we were sort of sitting there. So went up and I had a selfie with him, because Gary's useless at taking pictures, honestly. The whole vlog's always me either showing you my double chins where I'm holding the camera like this, or selfies with my double chins where I'm holding the camera like this. And I get to take all these pictures and things of Gary, but he's just, even when I give him the camera, he doesn't do anything with it, or he gets like just that bit of my head and the rest is all sky, or just my feet, you know. He used to be good at photography. I don't know what's happened.
No idea.
No. Anyway, we've got Pym Kitchen is booked for 4:30, and as we walk past there is a massive queue outside, and that's for people with reservations. So, and it's in direct sunlight, so we're hoping we don't have to stand there for too long because it is so hot. It's so hot.
Yeah, it's a bit
anyway, look, here comes Falcon walking past. I'll show you. Whoops.